All right, welcome to another episode from the Chart Reader. So in a lot of ways, this one's gonna be one of my more sensitive videos I make, okay? I'm not here to discuss politics with people. I'm not here to discuss like world news with people. I never want bad things to happen anywhere. You know what I mean? Like I'm generally a nice, happy, optimistic person, all right? That said, when bad things happen, there are ripple effects that unfortunately bring good things into the market. I mean, you might have heard my voice crack right there. It's a really messed up thing to say, right? Like as there are people dying and suffering, there's a stock that goes up 185%. It's kind of an ugly, disgusting thing when you look at it, right? End of the day, look, you can't put human emotions and money trading together. All right, like if you completely hate marijuana, that really shouldn't mean you shouldn't trade weed stocks. That's like if you are completely against nicotine, that doesn't mean you shouldn't trade Philip Morris. All right, like that's a general opinion I have, because hey, you might as well make money while they are, and then use that money to like, you know, set up organizations against them and stuff like that. Like there are ways to use the success of an evilness to actually help, all right? And trust me, that was a lot more fluffy and rah-rah and good to say, but like, yeah, end of the day, we're talking about making money while people are dying. And like, dude, it's a really, really messed up thing, but it's a sad reality of the market, all right? And again, when you see things like war in the Middle East, oil comes to mind. That's why we're covering the latter halves, right? When you see something about Israel and security, hey, some Israeli company with the word security in it is probably going to pop, right? So again, this one's a little more on the disgusting side of making money, but hey, that's kind of life, right? And again, I'm less here to talk about the morality side of it and more just talk about these lines, all right? So a little bit more of a different intro, but all that said, what are we going to do today? Same thing we always do, right? We'll take a look at the daily and the weekly to see how these things are setting up short term. We have our 5 moving averages. There is a horizontal support and resistance line that I draw manually myself. And then when we are done up here, we'll use the MACD, RSI, and volume as our lower indicators. Hey, really quickly, if you can please subscribe to the channel, share this video online with your friends, comment good or bad. Look, anything you can do helps me so much with these YouTube algorithms, but for real, just being here, giving me your time is super appreciated, right? So look, HUBC, I sincerely hope no one puts any inappropriate comments in the YouTube videos or anything I post, but yeah, look, this thing went up only because of what happened over the weekend, all right? There is a state of emergency in Israel. This is an Israeli company. It has the word security in it. I mean, that's nothing will bring 200 million eyes to this stock like that. Let's just be honest, right? And again, it sounds so messed up, but that is what it is, all right? And look, I'll be honest, I put it in both. This is the easiest one to see it, right? But look, HUBC, and the time I did this was at 9 o'clock, so 12 o'clock Eastern. It looked like it was going to smash 59. It then looked like it was going to smash 64 and then 72. I'm telling you, I know the people on this one, like we were talking about it, like said the same things, and look at Wick 73, right? I call 7, like, man, this one was in a lot of ways easy to see, and it is what it is, all right? And the crazy thing is, Jesus, this thing is still going up after hours, right? Like, I can tell with that. Look, couple comments, all right? First and foremost, we're sitting near a crazy gap. Like this thing you can see is already pushing 72. 71's the next line. Like that's the line I would be drawing right here. It's on top of that, because after this, all we've got is red, maybe green. Like this thing might push $1.40, which is actually another 2x from the 70 cent that we're at right now, okay? You know, I always say post-market is an easy way to get trapped. All right, despite me seeing it still go up, I'll be honest, there's a very, very, very real likelihood this can drop down to 45 cents. I think there's a good likelihood this can drop down to 50 cents. I think 50 or 45, I'd be a little shocked to see this come all the way down to 39, but those are the 3 levels down. Otherwise, again, this thing has a real shot at coming at 144. I don't know if this 119, 120 will be something. I'll go to the weekly to see if that's some. I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. Again, this is an interesting show. We're still pushing. This thing's going to 73 now. Like, this is hardcore. Sorry, I wanted to show this. This is hardcore, right? And again, I started the video with just, this is the sadder part of it. And again, when there is a quote that when there's blood on the streets, there's money in someone's pocket. And that is what, this is what that looks like, all right? Look, there is a shot that this pumps and dumps, because again, on Friday, look at the box. Volume was only 600K. We're pushing almost 300 million, right? So a exponential jump up. Truth be told, it's a little hard to imagine volume will drop that drastically, because you got to imagine this is going to be a running headline for a little bit, right? I mean, the U.S. is getting involved. I saw Biden said that he was going to send the Navy, right? I'm seeing a whole mess of like senators and this and that. Like, this is a relatively big deal, right? And end of the day, this is either, in terms of the stock world, going up to $140 or coming down to a 40 range, right? So yeah, this was a big one. And again, I hope people were able to use my line. I was so busy today, I couldn't do it. I would have loved to do it, but it is what it is, right? So I always joke that when you guys make money, there's a little part of me that feels happy, you know what I mean? So nothing's financial advice, you know that, right? But yeah, HUBC, again, there's not too many things, like so much red. So break the 8, go to the 20, break the 20, maybe reasonable, but like right now, I think just we are playing a story, all right? I have absolutely no idea if anything's happened with HUBC. I don't know if they've gotten new contract. I don't know if the government's starting to tap into them and use them, all right? Like, I have no idea what's specific to this company. All I know is we're writing the story. That's about it. So let me know your thoughts and opinions. Otherwise, I am gonna move to HUSA. All right. Hey, really quickly, if you can please subscribe to the channel, it would be much, much appreciated. Otherwise, look, HUSA is not a stock I cover often. HUSA is actually the stock I use to show what happens when you lose all 5 moving averages and you die, all right? I show it as what happens when you trade horizontally with all 5. Like, HUSA has completely fallen off of my radar, but today was a big day. Today was a real big day that went from under all 5 to actually over 4 of the 5, right? Excuse me. Again, what's happening, something's going on in the Middle East. Middle East has a lot of oil. All of these are kind of tied to oil, right? So you can see the word, let me just zoom out a little bit. The word oil is literally right there, right? So this is nothing more than a playing the news, playing the rumor kind of thing. The goal here is break the 100 and go to 200. The goal here is to basically get to 260, all right? There's a chance that this thing might come to 215 or 206. I can see it coming down after hours right now, but nothing substantial, so I think so far so good. But yeah, again, I think this is just a matter of how the news of this keeps going, right? And again, this is HUSA. I'm going to cover another 2 like oil related stocks. Like, these all popped for the same reason, right? You look at the weekly chart, there was no, like, look, like coming into Friday's close, there was a lot of reason to believe that this thing was coming down to $1 something. All of a sudden, we're not even sure if this thing's going to come to the 2s or 3s, right? So again, not too much I can say except let the lines kind of guide you as the news gets crazy, all right? Let's come into INDO. INDO's another one where I caught INDO. Again, this was another one I threw. INDO on HUSA, I did catch them both. CEI actually did pick up from this morning, and I'll get to that one shortly. But yeah, Indo was around 12% when I saw it. It obviously went up to nearly 19. Same kind of story, right? Are we going to break the 100 and get to the 200? Also, I mean, this one, once we pass this line, it might actually be like there's a lot of just weird horizontals on this one, right? Like if we can get over that, it might. This one seems a little interesting actually. Again, so does HUSA, so does CEI, right? End of the day, it's how much attention is this gonna keep? It's hard to imagine attention's gonna go away, right? And look, this is messed up stuff, right? Like I think it makes you feel a little, I hope it does actually, right? Like you should feel a little bad kind of trading these, but end of the day, I don't think you should like feel bad that you feel bad, because emotions and trading really like they should. That's why we use technical analysis, right? It's to use these lines to be robotic, to see the news pop and to go, to put aside your sadness. And end of the day, we're here to make money. Otherwise, you're going to lose money or miss out. There's not a lot of options in this trading game, right? So, yeah, I don't have too much more to say. Again, one more time, CEI, same basic theme here. All right, look, there was actually an interesting pop here and couldn't confirm. So this one has a little bit different of a setup going, maybe even a little bit more to justify this one actually. But look, again, when there is worry in the Middle East, it should make sense that we're going to see a pop in oil, right? So keep an eye on these. Oxy, I'll be honest with you, I didn't really look at Oxy personally. Like there are a number of oil tickers, things that are tied to the sector. Yeah, just again, it's sad to do this, but hey, it's, you know, is what it is, right? So again, I feel like this is a little bit more of my like most controversial video, but again, I think it's an important one actually. So let me know your thoughts and opinions. Otherwise, you know it. Thank you.